You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
We are here.
Oh.
We're coming to the end of the build-up for Battleground this Sunday.
Yeah, that's happening right now.
It is happening right now. And Kaori was coming out of her regular clothing in Vegas recently. Look at that shot.
God.
We're kicking things off right away with fellow AfterBuzzer and Campia.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. If it's on social media, it's fair game.
It's fair game.
We can post whatever we want if you tweet it and Instagram it.
You know what? I need to go and make sure I don't have nothing crazy on mine so y'all don't do this to me.
They just did this to me.
Yeah, we did this. This
Yeah,
happened.
this happened moments ago. And I thought it was glorious, and I know our fans are going to enjoy this first minute of the show as well. Welcome to AfterBuzz SmackDown, everybody. I'm Christian Rosenberg. And we're just going to dance a little bit. Why not? That's Kaori Takee over there.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
This is her
That's me.
with regular clothes on as opposed to bikini. And that's where I'm going.
I request the bikini.
All right.
Can we
I do
request the
like
bikini?
prefer the bikini look.
Yeah, I do too.
Comfortable.
Well, what's stopping you?
We agree on it.
In studio.
No, we
Still.
can. Yeah, it's all good.
It gets warm in here.
Yeah,
Not warm
we'll
enough.
cut the air off.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I'm willing to sweat.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I mean, Diana Ross is really just going in right now, and you're not even going to acknowledge that I'm coming out as on.
I did, because Kaori came out of her clothes in the bikini. That's what I was saying.
Okay, guys. Time for some SmackDown.
And he dances again. Wait a minute.
White guy dancing.
I tapped.
I made her own tap.
I'm tapping.
Did it. Knock that off the bucket list. So yeah, before we get into this go home SmackDown, before the Battleground pay-per-view, we asked some of our listeners to try to send some questions on YouTube, just any questions they might have been interested in asking us. And there were a couple that I actually thought were pretty good, so I thought I'd just throw them out there.
Alrighty.
First one was specifically to Kaori, asking, besides Paige and Naomi, who are essentially like the two top divas that are kind of in line for the Divas title, which one diva do you think deserves a title run?
Deserves or what I want to see get pushed?
It was, what was it? Would you like to see get a Divas title push?
Maybe Natty.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense. She hasn't had it in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's that question. That was a simple
Well,
one.
how about you guys, though? I mean,
Well, then,
We're not question. We're not question.
all right, all right.
yeah. I mean, yeah. They specifically asked you that question.
Yeah.
And then there was a question for all three of us on if we were to choose someone in WWE to manage, who would we choose? We already know Kaori's answer to this.
Yeah. But let's let her give it
Well,
to us.
no,
anyway.
you guys go first. Go first.
What just happened?
She tried to do the Goldust, apparently.
It's like a half dust.
That's the minor dust.
Partial dust.
Yeah.
You know, to me, the manager is meant for a guy that's intimidating, that puts butts in seats, but can't talk. And, like, needs someone to help guide him. And someone usually on the larger size. So, that being said, I managed Cesaro.
He can talk.
They never really show much of him talking.
Well, that's because they have to keep him there until they turn him face.
He can still. I mean, they should let him. I don't know. I would probably choose someone like Cesaro, or maybe even again, because I'm a fairly big guy, so I can't manage someone smaller than me.
Yeah. No.
So I'm looking for I'm looking at the bigger guys. I think I could help put Swagger over if Zeb wasn't there.
Would you be able to manage Rusev because you're bigger than him?
Taller.
I'm taller than him, so that probably wouldn't work. He could snap me like a twig, but I am taller than him because he's like your height.
Okay. No, he's not that tall.
I'm
No, he's not
exaggerating.
Damn.
No. But Rome, who would you pick if you were to manage someone?
Brock Lesnar.
Okay, that's another one similar to what I was saying. Big guy who can't talk.
Either Big E or Brock Lesnar, but for completely different reasons. Brock Lesnar for the legitimate reasons, and Big E because we would cut hilarious promos.
You would take him out of this Jesse Jackson thing?
Yeah,
okay.
And I'd just let him be him like he is on social media, and we just go.
Yep. Corey, do I have to ask?
In case you guys don't know, I'm just gonna say probably Cesaro.
Probably.
All.
What?
Yeah,
Probably. Breaking news.
I think so. I think we get along very well.
We are all shocked.
You know,
we're so
I would
shocked.
be his, best supporter, favorite manager ever. So pick me.
They're not having an election.
Yeah, this isn't a contest. We're not people voting.
This isn't really happening. This is hypothetical.
A fan asked us a question.
I was drifting into Cesaro land, okay?
Okay, I know. So there was no Cesaro tonight, by the way. There was a
noticed.
lot of people not there tonight. For the last televised show before pay-per-view, 3 of the 4 guys in the main event weren't there. Half of the guys in the Battle Royal weren't there. I feel like there was another key match. It really didn't do much with the Usos and Rowan and Harper. It was like they hyped up really Rollins and Ambrose and the Divas title match. That's really like all they hyped up tonight. But we'll get into that as well as our predictions. And yes, chat roll, I understand that I didn't spike my hair today and I look like I'm a 12-year-old Dennis the Menace impersonator. I get it.
Damn.
I get it. Yes, I belong in the Partridge family. Fine, I get all that. I need a haircut, so I didn't spike my hair. Deal with it.
Wow, yeah, they really are saying all of that.
Oh, I'm not just saying that. I wouldn't say that. Corey said it looked nice.
I did.
So there.
I like that roll out of bed look. I do.
Boom.
Men out there, I like that.
All right, now all you in the chat roll insulting me, learn from the best. Start the show off with Dean Ambrose in the ring. We hear the motorcycle revving up, and out comes the greaser, Dean Ambrose. I'm just going to start calling him the greaser, Dean Ambrose, from now on.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how Seth is smart enough to know that he couldn't beat him down himself on Raw, so he got his other authority Mamba boys, Randy Orton and Kane. But if you thought for one second that would keep me from being here, then genius, you're not as smart as you think you are. Well, and Rollins shows up backstage. Thankfully, he's not hurt like we all panicked that he was on Raw. He fell out of the ring. Ref did the X symbol. Trainers ran to him, kept him off camera. Commentators stopped talking about him. Thankfully, it was something very minor. He didn't wrestle tonight, but he's going to still compete on Sunday. So thank God.
Another derailment did not happen,
Thankfully. But so Rollins is, again, kind of doing his usual. Without me, Dean, you're nothing. You're out of control lunatic, destined for an insane asylum. Ambrose then, talks about, well, why don't we fight right now? I'm ready to go, even though I'm all bandaged up. Rollins like, oh, well, you're going to fight tonight. But you're going to fight this guy. And the camera pans over to the devil's favorite demon. It's Kane. So it's going to be Ambrose and Kane in the main event.
I almost have to have Quasto here.
Quasso can do that. Well,
Damon.
Yeah, he's like, that damn Damon.
Yeah. Every time I think about Kane, I hear his voice doing
that. So that's going to be our main event for the evening. Tag team action? No, I will not.
Move on.
Okay. Fandango and The Miz. We should get your picture back up. Fandango and The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus. JBL and Cole are talking about that The Miz can beat up Don Knotts. Is there anyone that was watching this, and I'm surprised I even knew the name, but really like under the age of 50 that knows who Don Knotts is?
Wow, someone just asked you how's Aunt B.
I know, I saw.
Ask me what? What they asked me?
How's Aunt B?
Aunt B?
Who did that? Is that Chris Mingy?
Yes.
Yo, you rock.
Yes.
Anywho, are you going to answer my question?
Look, a lot of people know who Don Knotts is.
Okay, we'll break down Don Knotts.
And it's perfect because we're talking about Andy Griffith's show.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because he was on Three's Company. He was on the Andy Griffith Show. He's a legend, and may he rest in peace. There.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that sums it up.
Yeah.
Chris Minji also tweeted that Kaori should manage Yoshi if he was still on the roster.
I'm gonna go manage Kenta then.
Yeah, he's there.
Yep.
He's probably going to show up in NXT, but we'll see how long he's there. He won't be there long.
Yeah.
Anywho, this match, fun tag team title match, or not title, just fun tag team match. Ziggler hits Zack Ryder's finishing move in the middle of this match, the Rough Rider, and then when the Miz kicked out, with Ziggler, with that normal shock, was like, "What? How'd he kick out?" He did the what? Like the LI.
Yeah.
It's like a symbol like,
did that.
"Hey, Ryder, I'm on TV and I'm still going to give you a shout out because we're buddies and they keep screwing you."
Where is he?
He's in the Battle Royal somehow.
Well,
Yeah.
He's doing something.
He's still getting a paycheck.
Adam Rose and Damian Sandow have both been removed from the Battle Royal. But Zack Ryder and Sin Cara, who have both not been on TV in God knows how long, are in.
There's something woo about him, I guess.
How long did it take you to come up with that one?
I did. Wait to start it right now.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Well, Ziggler eventually hit the zigzag on Miz for the win. So Miz gets pinned again. He's been losing a lot of matches since he returned, which seems odd. Being they're giving him all this mic time and kind of hyping him up, but then he's losing left and right.
Yeah. He is losing, but it's not really taking away from him.
Yeah.
It will at some point, but right now, it's okay.
Nikki Bella comes out as the special referee, and she's the last one to come out because already in the ring is Alicia Fox and Eva Marie.
I love Eva Marie. I love her. Just kidding.
I couldn't tell from
okay.
that emotion. I felt that was sincere.
Thought that was your new favorite person.
She's not even new anymore.
Why don't you manage Eva Marie?
Because I would just rip my hair out. I probably would.
And her hair as well.
Actually, I should probably manage a diva.
Which diva would you manage?
Which one would you manage?
Oh, that's a good question.
Look, there's that little cloud like popping up.
Yeah,
I would manage. I manage Alicia.
I'm not surprised.
Well, reason being is like I would be, that like passive guy. Like she's just snapping, going crazy, and be like, "Calm down."
No, you like chocolate milk. That's why.
He does.
He does.
Is there something wrong with this?
No.
Yeah, there you go. so I would choose her if I were to pick a diva.
Because he saw Alicia in person and lost his mind.
And you didn't?
I already knew she looked like that.
Okay, well, you must have seen her before me in person.
He's upset. Okay, go.
I'm not upset.
I got a surprise for both of you. Because most people think I'm going to say the obvious AJ.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't need a manager.
But not going to pick her.
No, she doesn't need a manager.
She's in NXT, and she is the boss.
Sasha Banks.
Oh,
Sasha
okay.
Banks.
I'm not that surprised. You like her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's hopefully going to be a main player with the Divas. So
I can see both her and Charlotte going up fairly soon. They just need to build up other divas down there before they go.
Yeah.
But so this match, it happens technically. There's just a lot of lockups and a couple roll-ups with Nikki trying to get down to make the cover. Eva Marie clearly was pissed that Nikki made a slow count. I mean, you could almost even hear her voice when she was talking to Nikki. She was so angry. Why can't she show emotion?
It's rough. It's rough.
Why is she a robot?
There's no acting skills. There's no wrestling skills.
Look, that was a nice headlock.
How was the arm drag?
Headlock.
I'm not going to talk about the arm drag. That was a nice headlock. That was a nice lockup. Yeah.
She couldn't even do the beat down correctly. Okay, I'm sorry. Just
yeah. She yelled better than she's ever yelled on WWE television.
ugh.
Yeah.
No. This is
Because the camera wasn't 6 inches from her face, so she needed to raise her voice a little bit.
There's improvement happening somewhere. I'm really trying hard not to say anything negative.
You're the one who doesn't care.
I know, but I said I'm not going to shit Candy Eva Marie. I'm not going to do it yet.
Okay. Well,
you
just
already
because
have
I'm
in the
trying.
past, though.
I have in the past,
So
but I'm trying to
that
turn
ship
over a
has
new
sailed.
leaf.
Are you turning that ship right now?
No, I'm just trying to be positive.
Okay.
That's all.
I mean, I'm trying to. I try to give her credit when I can. It's just so few and far between moments for that.
It's not. I'm actually having fun looking for the positives as we go along. That's the game that I'm playing, really.
She's great on Total Divas.
It's like going through a Where's Waldo book.
Yeah.
Find Waldo. Hey, good bump.
There it is. And turn the page and damn it, gotta find him again.
Yeah. Where's he on this pirate ship?
Yeah.
But yeah, this match doesn't last long, and then Alicia and Eva Marie just go ahead and beat down Nikki, and then the scissors kick by Alicia, and they stand tall over Nikki. She beat down again.
Yeah.
When's Brie gonna save her?
Soon.
Okay. Thank you for.
Anytime.
Okay. So, little worried based on how that segment went, but then we were saved because we had a Stardust Goldust vignette again, and once again, I have no idea what happened, but I freaking love it.
You do love it.
They are hilarious. There was a knock-knock joke in there, and Goldust choked on the stars again.
The stars up for the second time.
I don't understand where they're going with it, what they're trying to talk about.
I don't even care.
But it's entertaining as all hell.
Here's a challenge.
Okay.
A challenging statement. Are they more entertaining than the Wyatts backstage?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I think yes.
I say yes. Instantaneously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now, just because it's so new, yes. Ask that question again in 6 months. But right now, without a doubt.
Well, easily.
Yeah. Right now, they're probably the most entertaining
Easily.
thing, period.
And I think in 6 months they still will be because we won't be oversaturated with it. Because with the Wyatts, we got them on every single show trying to deliver one of those promos. And it got to the point where it's like, he's going to do the same thing.
I thought he did a good one tonight.
Yeah, he did. But no one's better than Stardust right now when it comes to the backstage vignette.
Now I got compared to a guy named from the Even Stevens Disney show.
They are going
Yeah,
in, dude.
They really like
Wow.
figuring out what you may or may not look
They're
like.
even talking about like a mid-90s Disney Channel show. That was like mid-90s or something.
Shout out to calling Eva Marie Charlie Baltimore. I like that.
What
You know about that late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. I know you know.
I know some of that. I do.
Corey just
Corey's
looked at
just
me.
like, what? Chris Jericho versus Luke Harper. Speaking of Wyatt, out he comes and he's like, hey, I remember everything about you, Chris. Remember how you would always be there for these people, how you were going to go and save us all.
Save us.
You deserve everything that's coming for you. Don't worry about saving us. You should be more focused on saving yourself. Mic drop. No, he didn't drop the mic, but he should have. That would have been the spot where he would have.
Put it over the top for him. Didn't happen.
Yeah. The other night at Alpha Omega Wrestling, when I made an announcement that Chavo Guerrero was coming on next show, after I did that, I just tossed the mic up and walked out. Felt pretty cool.
Oh,
And then
that's
the mic
cool.
broke and the promoter charged him $200.
We don't have to talk about that part. Anyway, fun back and forth match. Really fun match. Luke Harper just gave Jericho everything. Boots, power bombs.
Went through the repertoire.
He really did.
I think he tried to go through the 1004 moves.
He got to armbar.
Yeah, he did.
Towards the end of the match, Rowan tried to interfere. Miscalculation between Rowan and Harper. Jericho rode up. Harper got the win. Then the Wyatts started ganging up on Jericho. But surprise, surprise, who makes the save when the Wyatts are ganging up on somebody?
The Usai.
That's plural for Uso.
Usos.
That's,
The Usai.
Apparently Corey disagrees
She
with
does
your
not
name.
like my version of the Usos name.
All right, well, so probably that means Raw, we're going to have a 6-man tag.
Yeah. They came out looking like the Rockers, though.
You said they just came out, House of Fire,
Yeah.
just running up and down. Which one's Marty?
They had Sonic with them.
Oh, that was a little later
right,
on.
that was later.
That's
Okay.
their celebration of saving Jericho. And we will get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot to say about
Yummy.
that.
So now we got Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter. First off, we haven't touched on Jack Swagger's new t-shirt. I feel like this was an Andre the Giant shirt because of the giant hand over the shirt. Now, it's obviously over the heart for the We the People thing, so it is a Swagger shirt. But to me, it just feels like that's like Andre's hand.
I like this shirt. I think it's cool. Simple and cool.
It is simple. It does get the point across.
Yeah.
I just can't wait until I see women in the WWE crowd wearing it. Because it's
With
gonna,
the hand over,
it's gonna
over the
create some
chest.
hilarious memes.
If it had like both, that'd be cool. Just saying.
Like I said, some hilarious memes. I don't know about. I mean, both. Then you completely get into the area that I'm talking about.
You know, there's
then it's like a breast cancer awareness shirt.
There's a guy somewhere that's listening to this who's thinking, I'm going to buy my girl the Jack Swagger t-shirt, and then we're going to go to an event, get front row seats, so the camera will pan in on her on the We the People moment, and as she's getting ready to do it, I'm going to put my
Put his hand in.
and
Just doing the
hilarity
check.
will ensue.
Yep. Look for that, people. Make it happen. Do it for us.
You're welcome, America.
America.
So Zeb's talking about how Rusev and Lana are only here because we allow you to be here. Swagger is crush-proof. And then he calls Rusev Bullwinkle again. They're interrupted by Rusev. Lana calls them stupid Americans, how they never learn. And Rusev starts to chant that I'm really surprised didn't catch on.
Didn't catch on. Yeah.
Rusia.
Who thought-
Rusia.
Yeah.
I
Rusia.
wasn't feeling that at all.
I thought it would have caught on. I thought it would have.
I think we think he was saying Russia, but he was saying Rusia.
I wonder how he felt saying, like, did I really have to say Rusia?
Well, the
They're
fact
paying
that
him.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
the
yeah.
fact that two gigantic men waved a flag back and forth at each other. Yeah, I don't think he cared about that part.
Yeah, he's like,
No.
you know what, we're good.
Yeah.
And then as he's doing that, crowd is chanting USA, and Swagger waves the American flag. Rusev waves the Russian flag, and that's how the segment ends.
The
No, like real stare down. They don't brawl at all.
Whole bunch of
The
flag.
flag
waving.
was the stare down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a battle of
Bunch of flag
flags.
waving.
Bunch of flag waving. Like I mentioned this on Raw. I'm ready for this to eventually turn into a flag match.
Flag match.
Almost has to.
It's essentially a capture the flag match is what they do. Like each flag is in opposite corners up unopposed. The guy who grabs his flag first wins. Kind of like a ladder match, only a lot less dangerous
Okay.
because there's no ladders.
Yeah.
I was just filling you in on what it is.
I think I've seen them before.
Okay, because they haven't done it in about 10 years.
Oh, well, I think I've seen them
Okay,
before.
cool.
I think we're gonna be subject to it at SummerSlam.
Yeah. But I think they can deliver it, and they tell the story well, and the LA crowd will just be hyped for it.
Well, half of the LA crowd's gonna have Mexican flags anyway. So
That's a fair
gonna
point.
be interesting. Well, they may not even
What
care.
country will they cheer for?
Yeah, they may not even care.
Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. These guys always put on really fun matches.
Yep.
And they never get the hype for it.
Nope.
And they're always entertaining.
And they always get won by one person. ADR.
Spoiler alert.
Like they actually needed it.
So Del Rio's gonna has a little video promo saying he's gonna win the Battle Royal, and then we have Kofi also saying he's gonna jump to new heights and become a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. Boom.
Oh, Kofi. Never give up.
It's amazing.
Never give up.
It's amazing to think
Never
how
seen a shirt.
he's constantly losing matches, yet he's held 10 titles in the WWE.
Yep.
That blows my mind.
That means he's a solid worker, and they don't want him to carry the main stick.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
Sorry, just in case you didn't know.
That's what he's here for.
Just in
Ah.
case you didn't know.
All right.
Captain Obvious.
So this match again, like I said, it was really entertaining. Kofi goes for the Trouble in Paradise. Del Rio got out of the way, kind of did a chase around the ring, and your classic heel rolls in first. As the babyface rolls in, heel usually gets him and attacks him and takes control. But this happened towards the end of the match, and as Del Rio rolled in the ring, Kofi hopped in, super kick.
Not even all the way to his feet.
No.
He was still on his knees.
Yeah.
when he took the super kick.
It looked awesome.
Yeah.
Looked very, very painful. And then Del Rio, he didn't pin him with that. Didn't make him tap with a cross arm breaker. Kobe eventually was hung on the ropes, and he did the double stomp off the top.
Yeah.
And got the pin that way. I don't remember ever seeing Del Rio win a match with that move.
Because most people in the WWE can't hang on the ropes like that.
No, it's like Kofi and Ziggler are probably it.
No, there's a couple more, but
That
those
get
are the
TV
most
time.
notable. Yeah, I was about to say the guys on television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryder could probably do it, but that's our second Ryder mention of the show. That's like the most all year.
Go ahead and give us one more woo.
Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, good. Because that first one.
That one sounded like there was some feeling behind it.
Yeah, she actually put a little bit of emotion into it.
So, Del Rio.
Awesome.
She's just randomly going through wrestlers' things now.
Well, and I forgot to mention it when we were talking about Eva Marie earlier. WWE put out this YouTube thing of Eva Marie saying like the top catchphrases.
Oh yeah,
and like supposed to be like a
this.
seductive way, and it was just like
She has no
not
emotion.
seductive at all.
Yeah, it's like they're relying 100% on how gorgeous she is, but her lack of emotion doesn't. It makes her less attractive.
It was like ooh, what a rush. It's like, oh my God, no, just stop.
She never watched. She never. No. Tell him, Hawk. Well. Love that.
Oh, I love the World
Warriors.
So if you haven't seen that yet,
Don't worry
I
about
can't
it.
believe that she
parental
did that.
discretion is advised.
I didn't
for
know the
watching, I
Road
guess.
Warriors were one of the.
I think they were.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all like the top catchphrases.
Just like Corey said, they are relying completely on how she looks, and that's cool right up until you need her to do something that requires more than looks.
That's what they did with Trish when she started. But then she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna make it here just on my looks. I better start training," and the rest is history.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Who's gonna have a longer career, JoJo or Eva Marie? Because JoJo's training right now.
That's a great question. JoJo is training, but the only time she's getting any type of TV time is when she's a Rosebud for Adam Rose on NXT. If he was down there this past week and she was one of the Rosebuds. I mean, otherwise she hasn't been used yet. Maybe when Charlotte and Sasha are on their way up, bring her in there.
Try to see something.
Yeah.
Because she definitely has the athleticism.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if she wants to be a singer or a wrestler or with her boyfriend. I'm not sure.
And who's her boyfriend now?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
The same dude that was on Total Divas.
Oh,
was
she
it?
was talking about.
Are
She's
they
still with
together?
that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she puts it all over Instagram.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought, and also at non-televised events, she's also been being used as the ring announcer for them.
Okay.
Good for her.
So we'll see what
She's
happens.
gonna make a job for herself.
Yes.
Even Marie, I'm a little worried about.
Yeah.
She's okay. She's like, it's fine.
She's
like, it's fine.
She's like, I have a job.
I thought I'd just show up here.
Fandango backstage with Summer Rae and Layla. So just when we thought this thing was finally done, apparently it's not.
I'm gonna milk this thing.
Fandango wishes the two of them luck in their match that's coming up next. And let's wipe the slate clean because ladies love jewelry, which means they love gold. And when I win that Battle Royal on Sunday and I have that gold around my waist, I'm going to have one of you on each one of these sexy arms.
I hate that stereotype, by the way, that ladies love jewelry.
Do you not like jewelry?
gold. I don't care for it. Look at me.
She's a gamer girl.
Oh, really? It's not like she's,
Captain Obvious.
It's not like she hosts video game shows or does like Sailor Moon here at AfterBuzz.
No.
She doesn't do any of that
Just
stuff.
in case you didn't know.
Yeah. I had no idea. Well, a lot of women tend to like jewelry.
But a lot of men like jewelry, no?
I can't talk. I'm wearing a bracelet right now.
There you go.
The only bling I got is my grandfather's ring.
Bling bling.
That's my bling.
And it's giant.
It's giant.
It is giant.
It is.
We can't fist pound with that.
No,
Yeah.
I hurt people with this thing, and not intentionally.
No, you forget you're wearing it.
And I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You're trying to mug me.
So the girls are just like disgusted by him and saying, we don't want you to be a part of our lives. Bye. And like they flipped their hair together. It was just weird.
I wasn't feeling it. I didn't think that the girls did a great job doing their shtick as well. And what are they doing hanging out together? It'd be like,
they haven't really
we're
explained
not
that.
fighting for Fandango anymore, so peace out.
Have you ever like been in a competition? I know you don't fight over guys, but have you ever been in a competition over a guy?
There's been complications over a guy, but I've never really fought for a guy.
But you've never become friends with the girl on the other side. Yeah, see,
it just seems odd.
Yeah,
it's
because it is odd.
Yeah, because you both just made out with the same guy within the last hour.
Yeah,
and we saw it on television.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he could have double dipped, and you just don't,
Double dipping is good for Fandango.
Good for him, not good for anyone else.
Yeah.
But fear not, because someone's there to motivate Fandango after the girls storm off. Our best buddy, Bo Dallas, arrives.
He looked particularly exhausted today. For me, he did.
Well, he was busy like preaching to everyone in the back. And quiet. Rome's Bo leaving right now. We'll just be here in silence.
He's T-bowing.
Yeah, T-bowing. That's a good one, actually.
I'm just gonna keep doing this.
No, I know. We're gonna wait. We're gonna be silent until you're done.
Oh, great.
No, I can't do this.
It wasn't even a second.
I just can't.
She was
It
like
wasn't
2
even a
seconds.
sec.
She's
Not
like,
even.
I can't do it.
No, I can't.
Oh, well, Bo comes in, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, you know what they say? If you love them, let them go."
You do a better bow than a Wyatt.
That's his best one.
I can do Bo.
Yeah.
I can do Bo. Why? Because Bo sounds super white. And if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's being that guy.
That's your best impression ever of anyone in the WWE.
Thank you. Now for Halloween, I'm gonna have to dress up as Bo.
Now you got to do Bo.
I got to do Bo this year. So, and he was like, "But buddy, don't worry, you'll be fine with your smooth moves and your fancy pants. Some girl's gonna dance into your life. All you have to do is believe." And walks away. And Fandango like has a look on his face, is just like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, he did look like that.
Like he felt like he was starting to believe. Can he become like a believer? Can he become like a follower of Bo Dallas?
I do not hope that happens.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just like, now, like, this could go a couple different ways. Could he start following Bo in that way of, oh, Bo's right? Could Fandango then suddenly find another girl?
He's got to find another girl.
Weren't the two girls saying that he was two-timing?
Well, with each one of them.
I just took it as, is there a third diva out there somewhere?
No.
Not that we know of. I mean, it could pop up.
She can pop up.
She can pop up.
Yep.
That could be something Eva Marie could do.
She tried.
But she doesn't. Okay, hopefully she'll show passion. If that happened, hypothetically.
Yeah.
I remember that Total Divas tryout. That's all I got to say.
I'm not saying she's going to dance with him. I'm just saying she's going to be there for him to make out with.
Yeah. She can make out with him all day.
Even though on Total Divas she's married.
Yeah,
so I don't know how that's going to fly.
We'll see.
Divas tag team action. Our frenemies, AJ and Paige, teaming up against Summer Rae and Layla. So again, now I have the confusion again with Summer Rae and Layla. So they've stood up to Fandango. They've cost him matches. They dissed him in the back. And then they come to the ring and work as heels. Why?
They had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they?
I'm waiting for them to tell us.
They're also frenemies at this point.
Kinda.
Yeah.
They're less frenemies than AJ and Paige, though.
Yeah. There's no sense in them being homies.
Like, I have no idea why they're friends or how this works, but hey, whatever. That's how they gave it to us.
I'm sorry. AJ0314 in the chat. I loved Bo Dallas and the Indian in the cupboard.
Oh.
Wow. The chat roll is on fire today. So many bizarre references. We have Even Stevens. We have Indian in the cupboard. God, chat roll, you're amazing today. So
AJ's old what?
So Layla had a really cool
Danny
kicking
Bonaducci's
combination.
in there too.
Oh, sure. Why not at this point? Layla had a really cool kick. Like, she went for a roundhouse. Paige ducked. And then she just bounced right back and kicked Paige in the face. Looked really cool. Paige starts making the comeback. And then AJ blind tags herself in. Hits, locks into Black Widow on Summer Rae. Summer taps. AJ and Paige win. We're thinking, oh, Paige is pissed at AJ. Why'd you tag in? I had this match under control. I wanted to win. And then Paige stares at her and reaches out her hand and just has that psychotic smirk on her face of, we are buddies, right? And then Paige then gives her a big ol' hug. And it's like, you're right, we're friends until we compete this Sunday. And then based on whatever the outcome is, then we probably won't be friends anymore.
I love the handshake, snatch, pull in, hug. Because it was, you saw the pull and it's like, what's going to happen? And hug, smiles. The best frenemy move ever.
Then we get into Sonic. Usos are backstage.
Usai.
The Usai
So
are backstage. We have a recap of 20 minutes ago when the Usos made the save. So they're in the back celebrating with Sonic shakes.
it looked like Slurpees though.
Or they're like Slurpee. Well, they're
Yeah.
like, they're Slurpee things.
Yeah.
Slurpy things.
Well, whatever they call them.
We don't have a Sonic.
There's no Sonic around here.
There's a few
in
Where?
the OC.
in the OC.
That's far from here.
Oh.
I'm not going to drive that far for a fast food restaurant.
Yeah,
If
no.
you're on your way to Disneyland, we can do this.
Disneyland,
Make
yes.
it happen.
Yeah.
Sonic, no.
So, one of my pet peeves about this segment, because there are a few,
Is that you still can't tell them apart? No.
well, besides that,
Okay.
is the fact that they weren't really drinking Slurpees. It was plastic.
Yeah.
Dude,
You watch them sip, nothing moves in the cup.
Who would have thought that on television you would have a fake cup?
that didn't bother me at all because.
But I mean, if they're trying to drink it and like promote how good it tastes, I don't even care if it's water with food coloring. Show me that you're actually consuming something.
Yeah, it wasn't covered by the union.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I think it could have fooled the kids.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, of
pretty
course
sure
it
did.
fooled the kids.
So that being said,
That's why then Hornswoggle came in, stole both of their drinks, took a sip out of both, and then had a brain freeze, and then ran away. And it was like, oh no, that's not how you do it. And they somehow have like a bar full of these
just
shakes, and they just grab
so
other
much.
colors. It's like,
Yeah.
oh well, no, you just gotta like go slow. You gotta go slow with it. By the way, there was no hype of their pay-per-view match in this segment.
Nah, just Slurpees and stuff.
The tag team champions are promoting Slurpees.
that's what happened.
Was Adam Rose off? I mean, he's the one who promotes everything. He did the
wasn't
hot
there.
dog on Raw.
Yeah. Yeah, and had a hot dog tug of war.
With Damian Sandow, who was a Sonic waiter.
Tried not to even rethink that.
And based
That
on that,
happened.
it must have been a backstage brawl between that hot dog, and that's why both of them have been taken out of the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just a stupid joke. But still, why are both of them out of the Battle Royal?
Adam Rose, I don't really care. I would have loved to have seen Sandow in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Diego's in the Battle Royal,
Yeah, I know.
and Sandow isn't. 1/3 of Los Matadores is in the Battle Royal.
Tragedy.
None of those guys are going to win anyway,
Yeah,
so screw
it's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we'll
it's-
see when I make my predictions.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
Like he's going to pick Diego.
I'm not going to pick Diego. You're crazy.
You better pick Diego.
Hell no.
I want you to lose. No, I'm just kidding.
He's going to lose anyway. How many bad runs has he had now? I think you're like on a record for bad predictions right now, actually.
No. There's some that have never.
No,
won.
last
No,
show-
not like winning the belt. His predictions have been like,
no, last pay-per-view I did great until I think it was just because I picked
oh yeah, the main.
we were tied until the main because I picked Cesaro to shock the world.
Yeah, that's
which we
right.
knew, and I said on here it's not gonna happen,
And
but I wanted to
love that
happen.
You picked him.
Yeah,
And he's going to give us one more pick just like that tonight.
I might.
And it's going to cost him.
It's
Main
called-
event time: Seth Rollins versus Kane.
Yay. But a demon.
But just before we get to that, they're backstage. Rollins is backstage with Kane. He's like, hey, I wouldn't take what Orton did to you on Raw personally. Tonight's about Ambrose. And Kane's like, look, I don't need you to be the voice of reason. I hope Orton's watching tonight because I'm going to have plans for Ambrose and I want him to see what I can do. Kane then tells Rollins, don't get any ideas about cashing in your briefcase on Sunday. Rollins is like, all right, just do one favor for me. Just save a little ounce of life for Ambrose for this Sunday. Mm-hmm. Match happens, doesn't last very long. I think partially because Ambrose killed himself on a suicide dive. Like, he goes for the suicide dive on Kane and then turns and does a back bump on the ramp.
That was rough. I was the only person in the room that went, oh! Yeah. Yeah.
I was busy typing. I looked, and as soon as I looked up, like, what? And then the replay, I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's
not a good.
That can't feel good.
It's a doable bump easily, but it hurts.
Yeah.
Stings a little bit.
And then the sting continued because as he was throwing Kane back in the ring, Rollins hit him from behind with a briefcase, disqualification.
Yep.
Followed by a choke slam by Kane, and then steps in the ring.
It's like a choke lean. It wasn't really a choke slam.
It was a choke placement.
Yeah. It was like, kind of short.
And then was followed by a curb stomp on the steps by Seth Rollins. Ambrose is laid out again, continuing the buildup between the two of them for this Sunday's pay-per-view. Before we get into our predictions, match of the night, what you got?
Why don't you go first?
All right. I'm going to say Del Rio Kofi. I really enjoyed it.
Damn it. He beat me, too.
Doesn't mean you can't say it, too.
That's true.
I know. I am picking that one.
And Kaori.
Even though Jericho's match was...
Jericho's match was great, too.
I'm going to say, as much as it was kind of confusing, I would say the Divas tag team match. Why are you looking
The
at me?
AJ Page versus Summer Rae. So I'm just curious, why'd you pick that one?
Because I just like seeing AJ back in the ring. I kind of like Paige and her together, whether they're fighting, whether they're together as a team or going at it against each other. I like what's developing. I could have done without the other two, but they were still good.
Yeah.
It was a good tag team match. I could have done without one of the tag teams in the match.
One of the complete teams.
I just really like AJ and I really like Paige.
Okay.
You know what? No, I think I'm going to go with Dolph.
Oh, Dolph and Sheamus against Miz and Fandango?
Because Dolph did every finisher he has.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he took Zack Ryder's.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one.
All right. So with that said, this Sunday is Battleground, pay-per-view / special event on the WWE Network. I believe it's hailing from Tampa, Florida. And, of course, AfterBuzz will be doing a AfterBuzz for that pay-per-view that night. So we are the AfterBuzz that gives the predictions right now in person, and we stick to these. But then you can look on the Twitter and see all the predictions once everyone sends them to me and I post them. Because some people...
Because he has no life.
Well, I send an email.
Say something?
I send an email, and then some people take their sweet time, Quasto,
that's true.
Hobo.
Yeah.
Well, Hobo has to get to the library to use a computer. So cut him some slack.
Give him some time. Yeah.
He has a phone, doesn't he?
It's a hobo.
Oh,
He's got to leave the 7-Eleven.
Oh, I
and he's
see
got to
what you're
go.
saying.
To
Wow.
The, come on.
Hobo, I get it.
Corey, you got to believe.
I was thinking about,
She was thinking about his friend.
Brandon.
Mark?
Yeah, sure.
You don't even know his name. What you just say?
She was about to say his real name.
Oh, God.
And I said it
You
right.
guys are ruining this. And she was saying his real name.
Well, I'm glad I stopped her.
Okay, first.
Kickoff
you messed
match.
up. And then never mind.
Kickoff match. I'm stopping this now. Naomi versus Cameron. The Funkadactyls. No buildup whatsoever on SmackDown today. They're having a match.
Yep.
They're fighting.
Yep.
They're feuding.
Can we just do this all at one time?
1, 2, 3. Cameron.
I gave Naomi. He gave Cameron. She shut up.
Well, because I'm very undecided.
She gave
because
Jay Leno chin.
In one corner, I think Naomi obviously is way better than
of course.
Cameron, but
Yeah.
I kind of think that Cameron is going to win by some kind of cheating BS.
Well, because that's the thing. Because you're looking at the Divas titles picture. AJ and Paige. That's not changing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you really shouldn't have Naomi building her way up yet.
Yeah, that's why.
I think she's gonna beat Cameron, and it won't even matter. She's just gonna win, and that's.
And it might be.
If Cameron wins, it's going to piss off a lot of people, but I think Cameron's going to win.
Okay, so Corey and I say Cameron. Rome says Naomi.
Yep. Because I don't think they're gonna do anything with either of them after it.
And you're probably right.
Until the build for Naomi, it's time for it.
a war has
Wait a minute.
raged on across the sea between
there's a sea?
Rusev
Oh.
and Jack Swagger.
Something like
Russia.
Can we
That's
say
an
this at the
America.
same time?
That's an ocean. It's an ocean, actually.
Well, sea sounds cooler.
But the Atlantic, no.
All right, guys. Let's.
Well, from where we are, it'd be the Pacific.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1, 2, 3. Rusev. And Rome's hesitant.
Yeah.
Oh, Rome, I'm kind of scared. Okay, go.
Rusev.
All right.
All right, so we all say Rusev there.
All right.
Okay.
Want it to be different.
Now here's a fun one. 2 out of 3 falls for the tag team titles. The Usos defending against Harper and Rowan.
Hardest match of the
We have
night.
been back and forth about this one for weeks.
Yeah.
And we know this is going to steal the show.
I think it's gonna be Usos.
You're saying Usos retain.
Usai.
You're also saying Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm hesitant.
Well, who were you gonna pick? What was in your heart before you heard our answers?
Honestly, I've been going back and forth about this all week. And I feel because of all the vignettes we've been having for Goldust and Stardust, they're going to start pushing them.
Yeah.
And they're not going to have them against the Usos.
Okay.
They're going to have them against Harper and Rowan.
So pick.
So I'm picking Harper and Rowan.
Alrighty.
I'm picking new tag champs.
All right.
Even though they don't need the titles.
He is so not sure about himself right now.
This was the one match where I'm just like, it could go either
Yeah,
way. And
it really could.
I have no complaints either way. So I'm going to go Harper and Rowan. Bray Wyatt versus Y2J Chris Jericho. You know this ain't the end of this feud.
This is yet another good one.
I think Jericho's going to win this. Because it's going to continue. It's going to continue SummerSlam.
Normally, you would think it would be Bray this time, Jericho SummerSlam, but because of the way Jericho's looked so far, it's so hard to pick this one.
It's hard. I don't know. My gut is saying Bray. It's my gut.
Okay.
But I don't know.
And Rome.
Man, I guess I'm gonna have to follow the buzzards. I don't even.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
this
the
is a hard one.
two you say Bray, I say Jericho in that one. Divas title on the line. AJ defending against Paige. Is AJ dropping the title already?
My girl AJ gonna keep it. Keep it.
Rome and I just have to stare at each other. We're like, come on, we know she's keeping the title.
Do you even have to ask me?
AJ wins.
There you go.
All three of us say AJ there. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. A match that on Raw we didn't think was going to happen. So it is going to happen. We still don't know Rollins' physical condition, if somehow it's going to be affected in this match. How he looked on SmackDown, even though he didn't fully wrestle, he still fought and did a curb stomp. I think he's going to be okay. And again, this is similar to the Wyatt Jericho, where you know this isn't the end of it.
Yeah, it's not the end.
So you
Definitely
really
not.
have no idea which way they can go with it. They have been beating down Ambrose to like a bloody pulp the last month. He needs something to keep the momentum going. I say Ambrose wins. It might be by a DQ, but I think Ambrose is going to be announced the winner of this match in some way.
You?
There you go.
No, man.
There you go.
No.
Nah.
You always
Nope.
go last.
Not all right.
Oh my gosh, no, you go last all the time.
Guys, stop fighting. Just believe, guys.
Oh man, I just don't know. I just don't know that one. I'll give that one last. I'm
Corey,
not
just
even
pick
answering
somebody.
that until last.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because we do have a couple other matches. We do have to end the show
I'm just
eventually.
gonna say I think Rollins is gonna
Okay.
win.
So I say Ambrose. Corey says Rollins. Rome.
You guys both look at me again.
You're terrible.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Rollins.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know if that's right, but I'm going with it.
20-man over-the-top rope battle royal.
Here we go.
To crown an Intercontinental Champion. Bad News Barrett will be there to present the title to the winner. Your sports entertainers competing in this match are Diego, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, Zack Ryder, Heath Slater, Miz, R-Truth, Xavier Woods, RVD, Alberto Del Rio, Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Bo Dallas, Fandango, Sheamus, Ryback, Axel, Kofi, Big E, and of course, the Great Khali. We already know.
That's who I'm going with.
We already know Rome's pick.
Kali all the way, baby. Kali.
Well, before we announce the winner, our little tiebreaker that we always try to have, we're gonna do first person eliminated from the Battle Royal.
Didn't we come up with one a couple days ago on
can
Raw?
I,
Well, we were thinking either the shortest match or the first one eliminated from the Battle Royal. Everyone's gonna pick Naomi versus Cameron as the shortest match.
Well, that's pre-show.
Naomi Cameron is the pre-show.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's pre-show, though.
Well, it's still one of our predictions.
Can we talk about tiebreaker later?
Let's have a group discussion on tiebreaker.
Hey, based on the emails, if you read them, they're saying just go with the Battle Royal.
But we're not going to answer that right now.
Yeah.
We're not.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Whatever, guys.
Whatever.
Yeah, come on,
Whatever, guys.
spot like that?
You know what? I'm going to say it. Great Khali. Everyone's going to gang up on him in the beginning. He's going to be first eliminated. Boom. I'll say it. Now, who's going to win?
Okay, bro. Your turn.
Yeah, you got to start this one,
I'll go on
Rome.
this one. I'll go on this one. Cesaro's in this, right?
Yes.
Won't be him.
Okay.
Did you say it won't be him?
Won't be
He
him.
said it will not be him. That leaves 19 others, including Diego.
I'm between Dolph Ziggler and Diego. No, I'm between Dolph Ziggler and Bo Dallas.
Oh, interesting.
And I believe that Bo Dallas will walk out with the belt.
Okay. I think that Cesaro is going to win, and he's going to curl my toes because he's going to win. And I want to know why you don't
Curl your toes?
What? We got to talk after the show to find out more about this.
All right. So Rome says Bo Dallas.
But I want to know why you said it won't be him.
Because they want to turn him face at some point, and right now they have him in a holding pattern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Brock's about to come back.
Okay.
So Rome says Bo Dallas. Corey says Cesaro. Rome clearly was listening to what I was saying on Raw because at the time I was talking about it should be Bo Dallas. But I think I might be switching that. As much as I want Bo Dallas to win, they got to do something with this revamped Miz. And
He's a strong one.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
a strong choice.
he's a strong choice. They're not going to unify the title with him and with Sheamus. But if this feud is continuing with Miz and Sheamus, maybe they can have a unification match at SummerSlam. So as much as I want Bo Dallas to win this match, and I will T-Bo during the match for Bo to win, I'm picking Miz.
Okay.
Because I think storyline-wise it makes more sense.
It does make sense.
And finally, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line on a fatal four-way. John Cena defends against Randy Orton, Kane, and Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Cena.
Cena.
All right. I'm glad the main event's the most predictable match of the show.
That's kind of what happened in the last pay-per-view, let's be honest.
It's
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and give you the next one, Brock at SummerSlam. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
It's already out there.
So those are our picks, and of course we're gonna have all of our AfterBuzz hosts' picks. We'll tweet them out heading into the pay-per-view on Sunday. And like I said, this Sunday night we will have that AfterBuzz. That's
Who's
how you
doing
say it, right? I'm gonna be there.
Marquia might be there.
Marquia might be there. I think Tom might be there. I don't know. It's gonna be
It's going to be some people.
It's gonna be a smorgasbord
Yeah.
of your AfterBuzz wrestling hosts.
Show by committee.
There you go.
Main event, Raw, SmackDown, come together.
Maybe NXT.
I forgot about NXT. Yep,
Yeah,
can't
they're in
forget
there
them.
too.
Yep.
So there'll be a group of us to do the show to entertain you fine folks at home. But in the meantime, how can people reach out to you, Corey?
I did not touch you.
Oh, can we get Corey's picture up one more time? We're
I
starting the
didn't
show.
do it.
Can we
I
end the
didn't
show
do
with it
nothing.
too?
I didn't do
You
anything.
can follow me at KAORIOUS on Twitter as well as Instagram.
I didn't do it.
He didn't tickle
I
you.
didn't tickle you.
Okay.
I didn't tickle you. And you can find me at Rome the Ruler on Twitter and Empire of Rome on IG. That is Instagram.
All right, and you can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC. And of course, for all your
She's
updates
like
on
over there doing
AfterBuzz.
Tai Chi.
I don't know what she's doing. All your other AfterBuzz updates and recaps, you can follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzzTV. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's SmackDown. Enjoy Battleground. For Kaori Takee and Rome Moore, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, Bolieve!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.